Hey everybody, I'm MC Rick. It's the program. Let's all rise to sing our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early lights what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave. Yep. Here we go. You know, I think about that song, do the song, and then we do this thing. Maybe it is a thing. I've been thinking about stopping the song, but now if I stop the song, it's like, how am I gonna get myself into the space when I sit down? Maybe it's a crutch though. Sometimes, crutches help you? It's like, why would you not want a crutch? Because you're supposed to walk without it, I guess, if you have it, and it's like once you're healed, then you don't need a crutch anymore. But is it a crutch, or is it something else? Some people like to say things are crutches, like, that's a crutch, and it's like, no, this is a tool. It's sort of crutches, I guess, in a way. If you have a hammer, and you have a nail, and you want to hammer your nail, and maybe you're like, your hands aren't weak, or aren't strong enough to hammer a nail, instead of getting a tool, like a hammer, you should just hit that nail until you develop enough strength to hit it in with your hand. I think I saw a karate guy hit the nail into wood with his own hand, and that guy didn't need a hammer, but I don't think he could hammer any nails. Like if I had a hammer, I'd had a hammer in the morning, but if I had a hammer and this guy was hitting his nails into a board with his hands, and I had a hammer and there was like a, let's say, so I don't remember if he started the nail. I think he had the nail in his hand. He's like, bah! And then the nail goes into the hand, or not into his hand. It goes into the wood, and it's like, he's like, boom! And then the nail is in like this. Like that. Nailing things like this. And he slams the nail in, and he hits the nail a second time, and it goes in to the wood. So he has a handful of nails, and he's going boom, bah, and hitting the nails. And if I had a hammer, and I'm hammering the nails, so like this, like regular style, who would win in a nail hammering competition? And I think that maybe he might win for like 2, but I bet I would win in 4 or more just with the regular hammer. But he has a lot of practice, and this is me not practicing. Like today, this guy walks into the room and he's like, I challenge you with my bare hands nailing this thing into a thing. And maybe that might be a fun game to play against any kind of people who are good at things that normally involve tools that for some reason they do without tools. So it's like, why are you using a tool to do that? I don't need a tool, I just use my own hands. It's like, that's why we have tools. Animals, they use their bodies for everything, and they get worn out, and we have tools for everything. We don't have to do that kind of thing. I don't know if that guy's hands, I think eventually he'll get arthritis if he keeps nailing his things into wood with his bare hands. But maybe I might get arthritis too, but I have a lot more nails. Like, if this is like a lifetime of nailing things, like if I'm a carpenter, I would definitely want a hammer. But I think carpenters even these days have guns or like some kind of hammering device, like nail guns, so they don't even hammer things anymore. This nail gun like this. And then they just nail everything into places. I think I might want to build something. Maybe that's where I'm going with this whole thing. You ever tried to build a house, viewers? Or at least a structure. I've been thinking about building shelves or a booth or something. Like maybe we're going to get some shelves for all these tapes over here. If you haven't seen the studio before, it's outside, it's dark. Oh, and staticky. We were turned the other way. We had all those tapes behind us for so long. Maybe we should look at last year. I could show you what I'm talking about. And we had all those tapes behind us. But they're still there. They're just over there. That's not on camera anymore. I kind of want to get some shelves. Might be a good idea to have some shelves to store things. What else do you do with shelves? Might be some good shelves to watch, to clean, to dust. If you like dusting. I don't think we watched the last couple of days. Maybe we should watch a few days. This is the 15th. I think we watched the 15th unless Freddie was wearing those orange sunglasses for several days. So. Yeah!
Hey, everybody, it's your daily hour with me. It's commercial, YDHWM here on TCTV.
Mr. Gintz is going to the doctor to get a shot that's supposed to cure his back somehow. He didn't need the shot.
That's pretty exciting.
So he's on his way. We're going to find out if it works or not. It didn't work.
He wanted to smoke pot beforehand, and he did that.
We talk about overturned semi-truck and the YDHWM Fest.
YDHWM Fest never happened.
Hello, 2017.
That might be fun. Hi.
2016.
Hi, 2016. Bye.
2020, where are you?
Now back to you. Hey, it's the commercial. We're looking at this violin. Mr. Gintu got the doctor and it messed him up. How are you? The doctor messed him up. It didn't help, Mr. Gintu?
What the hell?
It's the commercial.
What?
How's your sacroiliac? Sacroiliac's better now, I guess.
Pretty messed up.
I think he's asleep. We can't call him tonight. Too late. Call, leave a message, get yourself on TV. Hi, 2017. Hi. Hi. Us back here in 2016. Bye.
In this pool.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. It's the commercial.
Sit up straight. Get on that. Hi.
For the last 5
Fred's here,
minutes.
Bird's here. We're talking to Mr. Ginsu about a sacroiliac and one more. We look at this endless pool video and a little bit of microfast.
A little bit of Generifus. Also, you can watch this program tonight and every night at 11:30 p.m. and 2 a.m. So check it out.
On channel 22.
That's I got lying on the sidewalk, or on the crosswalk in the middle of the street.
Thank you.
That's right. Yeah.
King County.
We talk a little bit about what's going on at TCTV and more things too.
360-3643, call me a message, get it on TV. Bye. Bye. Oh, this is tomorrow, so that's it for that. All right. Well, looks like we got a couple of messages, but I think it might be too late to call the people in the messages because it's Dan Doble and Mr. Ginsu. Yeah, it's questionable for both of them really because it's a Saturday night and Mr. Ginsu might be awake right now, but I think he's probably asleep. I don't want to try to wake him up because I know he goes to sleep like he goes to sleep at like 7 p.m. on weekdays, so I have a feeling that if he goes to bed at 7 p.m. on weekdays that he probably goes to bed at least by like 10 or 11 on regular days. Really, the sun's been out until like 10 recently though, so Mr. Ginsu must be awake. Or I mean asleep while the sun is out, which I can't imagine happening. I guess I sleep in the morning a bit. Like what time does the sun rise? Like 4 a.m. and I sleep a good while. But once you're already asleep, it's hard to wake back up from it. Mr. Ginsu goes to bed early now, so I don't think we can call him back. And Dan Dobler, we can maybe call him, but I think it might be too late for Dan Dobler too. Maybe we'll call him tomorrow. But here it is. The Dan Dobler message. Hey, Dr. Kenny, it's Dan Dobler. You can call me back. Okay, bye.
Okay, Dan. You can go right back. Bye.
Dan, I have a feeling it's too late. Tonight.
Program, it's Freddie. I locked my keys in my car in Seattle.
Wait, this is an old message.
Then I went looking around for like a wire coat hanger and couldn't find any
Mr. Ginsu,
anywhere.
I think it's sleeping
And
also.
I knocked on a... Well, I'll tell you the story. Give me a call. Bye.
We can call Freddie back anyway, even though that was an old message. Because I think Freddie's awake. Mr. Ginsu's messages is always real quiet.
Jesus Christ. Fuck. Now, it's kind of near my sacroiliac,
Oh no.
but it's on the right side. So now I'm fucked. Alright, it's fucked.
Again?
Walking up, dead. I don't know how long it took me to mow the yard, but fucking that was fucking not fun.
Oh no, Mr. Ginsu's back or hurt again.
Fun. Yeah. I don't fucking know. I'm confused. To
Oh,
hell off.
oh, jeez.
Hip now.
How you gonna work?
Jesus criminy. I fucked up the right side of my hip now.
Oh no, I don't think we can call him back. I don't know. I guess we can try. Well, I don't know. We'll call Freddie. Let's see what Freddie thinks about calling Mr. Ginsu. I think he's asleep. And now if he's messed up, I don't want to wake him up because he'll probably wake up and, well, what's the worst can happen? He'll just be like, I'm sleeping. Well, I don't know. Let's see if Freddie's even awake or answering. Available.
Hey, program, what's up?
Hey, Freddie, how are ya?
Doing good. Yeah, doing real good. Went to a little birthday party comedy music show thing, and now I'm just back at home, putting things onto tape.
Comedy. You know, like that whole comedy thing. Remember, we had Sam Miller here, and for a while we're like thinking about getting those comedians, telling Sam to send some of them. And like I've been thinking about being more active with trying to get people on. I don't know. They seem like people who talk, but they have like scripts.
Yeah, it'd be good. I think it'd be fun to talk to comedians about their life, maybe, or like interview them more than have them do a set. I don't know. It's like maybe in small spaces sometimes it's tough.
Maybe we could do more TCTV shows and then have them do their set, and then bring them over.
Oh yeah, just like have them. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Have a comedy routine, like have a person come and do a comedy routine.
Yeah, they like stand.
They would probably like that. I feel like it's almost like we'd be doing it more for the comedians than anyone, but that'd be nice.
Like the show. We start off the show, and then we just have them. We introduce them, and then they do their comedy, and then they come and sit down like it's like a a traditional show, like we did with Blood Orphans.
That's a good idea. What if it was like this? They do their set, and then they introduce the band, and they sit down, and then the band plays, and then the band sits down, and then it's a talk show.
Oh, with everybody, a comedy and a band? That's double things.
Is that too many things? I just don't know if I want to, do a whole nother thing just for comedy, but maybe maybe that's a good idea.
Well, comedy could be in the studio.
Oh, that's true. That's true. And actually, now that I think about it, maybe the comedy then the bands would be like trying to compete for attention, and that's probably not what we want.
Yeah.
Because everyone's got to get their attention there.
Yeah. Maybe we should be more active about it. Mr. Ginsu hurt his back again, apparently.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I honestly was afraid it might only be a matter of time, but I was really hoping that maybe it was fixed for good.
Yeah.
What's it this time? The same thing? The sacroiliac is bothering him, or something else?
He said it's right. He said it's right next to his sacroiliac, actually.
Nearby, huh?
Yeah, we were talking like last year. He was complaining about it, and that was before. Like last year, this time he was about to get his shot from the doctors, like experimental surgery or something. It didn't work.
Fuck. I remember that. The shot did not work.
Yeah.
But I thought what did work, he just like, I don't know, stood up weird one day or something, right? Is that what it was?
Yeah, and it popped back into place. Apparently his hip has just been dislocated for 15 years.
Oh, but that's not the sacroiliac.
Yeah, I don't know. But it seems like, like on TV when somebody gets their shoulder popped out, you like got to pop it in immediately or you're messed up for good. That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's true.
But he was messed up for years, and he's totally fine, but I guess he's back to limping around again, so. I don't know how he's going to work.
Yeah.
I think it's too late to call him back, though, because I was kind of questioning whether or not we should call him back, and Dan Dobler, too. I think it's too late to call them both back. Do you think so?
That's right. Yeah, they probably want to get a call back. Yeah, I don't know. I got to, Dan Dobler. Yeah, he's trying to go to the thing. He wants to call him back myself, actually. I got to call Dan Dobler back personally.
Yeah, I think he's sleeping, though.
Yeah, he probably is. It's late now.
And I think Mr. Ginsu's sleeping also.
Yep.
So,
well,
I think we'll have to hopefully call them back later. Hopefully I remember tomorrow. I guess I'll have to write, or like maybe send a note to myself somehow. Or maybe I could say it in the message to the future.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And it'll be an actual message to the future.
Oh, like you can say, don't forget to call Mr. Ginsu and Dan Dobler.
Yeah.
And it's like the message is maybe just for tomorrow, or like the next time when it's kind of daytime.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I want to get some of that comedy. I liked today. I was there too. I saw some of that comedy, and some of it I was actually laughed at. And I feel like I don't laugh at a lot of stuff. So maybe now I'm like, maybe they're getting better, as like all of them.
Yeah, that was good stuff. Funny things, some relatable things, some things that expanded maybe my knowledge about other things that I'm not aware of.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I was a little, sometimes like the small space, I'm a little bit, like I feel like I don't have, I have to stay, kind of.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe, I think...
I'm glad I did. It was funny stuff. I'm glad I did, but at times I was like, oh man, I feel like even if I wanted to leave, I could not leave right now.
Yeah.
Without feeling rude.
I don't know how well I do with humor, so when we're gonna get them, yeah.
That's why I think I like comedy maybe like in big spaces, kind of.
Yeah, you can come and go.
Yeah, definitely.
I like if I was in like a room, and we're doing the program like at TCTV, and there's side conversations, I go up to them, and and if there's like a music thing or anything else where like the volume of the music is quieter than the volume of anybody that could possibly distract them, I feel like you need to like be like in their face to be able to stop distractors. And if like somebody could easily distract you, then maybe you're not doing the show.
Oh right, yeah. That way. That's nice, because then people have a little more freedom. I feel like they feel free.
Yeah. When you want to yell. I like it if I could like yell really loud. I think that they should be more loud than that. But I guess like even traditional comedy shows like on TV or something, like stand-up comedies, like somebody could yell and it could disrupt them.
Man, it's getting a little quiet. Let's see. I'm trying to...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's much better.
Hey.
You picked up the device, didn't you?
I did, yeah. Do you think
okay.
you think singing the national anthem is a crutch?
A crutch?
Yeah.
You think you're singing the national anthem because you need support or like time usage? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Or
when I hear crutch, I guess I think maybe what you're saying is like to make the program easier somehow.
Yeah, yeah. It's like the dice game or whatever, the info time. It's just like we're just doing these things all the time that aren't there. It's not straight talking. You know, I feel like the message is kind of talking and like looking at some videos and stuff. That's different stuff, but maybe like as a national anthem, I guess I'm having fun with it, and it like now it puts me into the space. But I'm still like, it's hard to stop once we started. It's hard to stop it.
That's true, but it is funny. It's interesting to think about reasons why we're doing it in the first place, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, I remember when we started doing it, it was like after Carl got upset about those football guys.
Oh, that's right. That is why.
Yeah. But then I was like, I like doing it, but maybe it's weird or too weird.
It is a little weird, and I thought that was maybe part of it. There's like this whole angle of it where whenever you do a big event, it's kind of like the first thing you do. Mm-hmm. And I like that about it. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Because it is like, you know, it's like a special time. It's a big style event that I think deserves to have the national anthem sang before it. The question is maybe, you know, I think we were asking this question when I was on the couch last, trying to get John Webster to let us know whether or not they televise the actual that part of it, you know?
Oh, yeah, they don't.
Like,
maybe I should just sing it.
Do they not?
I should just sing it before to myself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You should sing it. You should still sing it, but just do it before you tape the episode.
and then like before, it's like and then start the show afterwards, and then it's just not taped. And I'm just singing in a room.
Yeah, I think that's a good. You could try that out, but I mean, honestly, I'm curious what the viewers think more than, I know what it is to us, but I haven't heard a single real opinion from a viewer. No one's really actually said anything, even at the first Friday things, like, you know, the drummer was kind of not happy about it, but nobody said anything about it. No one talked about it to me at all. So that kind of makes me not want to change anything, but
Yellowfellow said that Yellowfellow at one point said that he was happy about it, but it's hard to trust him.
He liked it, huh?
He liked it, but I don't know if that's because he's trying to hurt us.
Oh, he's like slightly trying to sabotage us, and like it really. No, I don't think that could be.
It's hard to tell. Well, it's hard to tell. Maybe he's just being facetious.
Oh right, he could be joking around. I don't think he's trying to.
Not like active sabotage, but just like, hey, I liked that, or something, or and I think somebody else. I mean, people just say like, hey, you're singing that song, aren't you? Maybe it's like the main. It's like.
I love singing that song. That was like a big part of.
But you kick it in. It's like in the beginning. It's like right when you turn it on, like every episode. So maybe everybody's gonna be like, oh, and then they're gonna go turn off or something immediately. Maybe we should get. Maybe we should get like a.
It definitely is the first thing. But you can't sing it at the end, you know. It's like you can't sing it anywhere else. If you're going to sing it on the show, it has to be right at the beginning. I think that's why they don't televise it during baseball. Maybe they did every time.
Yeah.
And people are like, why are we hearing the national anthem every single time? All we want is baseball.
Maybe we should get musical accompaniment.
That's a good idea.
Or we could have that. We had the daily hour prayer or something for a while too.
That does sound good.
Well, I guess I'm still going to do it. And like I don't know. One day it's hard to stop because it's just like now if we stop, I feel like I'm being. How
did we stop the dice game? Was that was like just the dice game was like being prompted through television. You know, the background tape was telling us what to do.
Yeah.
And so we changed that like in the background, like.
Yeah.
We didn't actually have to decide anything. We just said, let's remove it from the background tape. But
yeah, I was just tired of that. But the national anthem has more, value and like reason.
Oh yeah.
That's
right.
And it has a lot of like
cultural significance.
Cultural significance. Yeah, so it's like a different. It's different. I guess I'm gonna keep doing that for a while. Or, yeah. I like singing it. Why not? How's that?
I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah. How's the production?
Oh, production is going good. It's almost too easy. Tell you that. It's like I hardly have to think about it anymore. All I have to do is just take the hard drive over once a week and drop the files in there, and then YouTube is so far out that all I have to do is upload them also when I get into good internet. But you're doing the thing. You're exporting the episodes every time. Like now it's more just a matter of like making sure the 2 hard drives aren't filling up, and then there's really no way for it to fail. So I think it's working out very well.
You feel like it's a trap? It's like this is too easy. Like when you're walking, that's what when you're trying to defeat.
Something's wrong.
Yeah.
What's going on? I feel like I honestly feel like we finally hit the sweet spot. This is like something we've been almost like expecting or thinking maybe. We've been working towards this whole time.
Yeah.
Systemizing things to make it so that the system doesn't take more time than the program takes. And I think we finally stumbled across that exact thing, and that's good. We achieved a goal almost.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's working now. I don't know what we could do to now add. It's like now that we've done this, we can add more things.
Yeah, I already have in terms of adding, now I actually have been making some headway with TV Mountain and stuff, which is good.
Oh, you have other things, yeah. We could watch some of that stuff on, too.
Yeah, I'm actually almost to the point where I could start making you some good old-fashioned tape. That'd be good.
What about titles?
Huh? Titles?
Yeah.
What about titles?
Arbitrary titles and stuff. Are you doing those?
Oh, yeah, I guess we used up all the arbitrary titles, but I've been sort of just, digging in a little, I can look in the episode a little more, and I've been on the episode a little bit more. I guess we could lay out some more arbitrary titles.
Oh, yeah, arbitrary titles, or you can just, find a phrase from the thing that's more and not something that's very important, like super weird phrases. So when you're looking through the episode, just like any phrase, just like really fast, like pretty much.
That's pretty regular. That's common. Yeah, I think that's a good way to go, and I think it's pretty common.
I think you could do that.
So we'll just keep doing that.
But you should. I think that the titles, for me, I like the titles.
Okay, I also like the titles. When they were gone, I was not sure. I was like, why are we doing the titles? Are the titles important? But yes, titles are important. So I can't believe I didn't realize they're very important, actually.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, on YouTube.
We're hanging on to them.
Which is the only place, I guess, where they are. Yeah. Titles.
Yeah.
Maybe
they're also on. They're also on the TV channel.
Oh yeah. This episode could be titled.
They only show up beforehand.
I want to get a commercial.
That's a good thing to use for the production, and because we're at a good stage with the production, and maybe we should start making a real solid commercial, something with some production value or not. I don't know. I can never decide whether we should maybe we should storyboard out a cool commercial or.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't know.
What commercial?
Something.
They're 30 seconds long.
Yeah, they're short, but actually that's what we do with the TCTV people. We make them make commercials. I guess I could have one of them make a commercial for the thing. No, we should just make a commercial. The thing is, you can make a commercial really fast. I mean, even with the program, we can make it pretty fast.
Maybe we should make a commercial, and it should be basically info time. Remember when we tried to do that like years ago? We tried to make info time into like originally, even.
Yeah, it was like Reese. We could just make a commercial out of Reese telling people about the show.
Yeah. Oh
We have
yeah.
that footage of Reese.
Yeah, and
Or we could like maybe film other people talking about the show, like incorporate Reese, maybe incorporate some old info time people, but
that Reese stuff.
like just
yeah, the Reese stuff is pretty much gone.
No, it's gone.
Well, it's not gone, but I think we didn't use it for a reason. Back then, the Reese stuff.
I mean, I think we didn't want to see it every single day, but maybe if you just incorporate, like, I bet we can use, if we were going to have other people tell us about the program and make that into a commercial, we could use, like, some of what Reese said, I'm sure.
Yeah. Promoting the phones or something. We did get a random caller yesterday, and I think they were watching old episodes on the internet, and they called us from California.
They did?
Yeah, yesterday. That's what they called. Random, like we got another random caller. They were just like watching some old episodes, and they were just doing like the making like dumb jokes and talking about like they were just like, you know, when I asked them a question, they would try to make up something that they thought was funny and stuff, like that kind of caller.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just like old times.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
All right.
Well, nice. That's good to hear from those people out there.
Yeah. So viewers, if you're watching, you can still call.
Viewers.
You can still call. We don't have the phone number
You
up there
still
all the
could
time.
if you want, yeah.
Like Dan Dobler
call
and
us and
I haven't. I guess they
crazy
called.
stuff.
Like they called, and that's probably about the same amount of time that as I would expect to get a caller from somebody who I had no idea who they were.
Just like 1 day call.
Yeah, just
That's
like
enough.
every couple of months. I mean, it feels like we would get one random one, so it feels like we're getting the same amount of random calls as we ever did, and we don't have the phone number,
Yeah.
and we're not like pushing the phone number still.
Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe this is good anyway. Just the solo stuff and like without others, and I guess it's open, and nobody ever really understands that you can just call and say nothing, or you want to just chat. You don't have to think of things that you're gonna say before you start saying things.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like,
I mean, yeah, I don't even think about it anymore, the fact that it's on TV at all, kind of.
Yeah.
When we're talking, it's just sort of like, I don't know. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot we're on TV right now. I thought we were just talking to you.
Yeah, we're just chatting on the phone.
I thought this was a personal call.
Yeah, they say, hey, I'm on the... what am I gonna say? If somebody actually I hadn't seen them in like a couple years, and then they're like, "You're still doing that?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm still doing that." And they're like, "How do you not run out of material?" And I said, like, I didn't have any material to start off with. I never had material.
Yeah, and plus it's like that's sort of like saying, hey, you've been talking to human beings, maybe you talk, maybe somebody who's got like a, like a service job, maybe where they have to like talk to people. Like you can't run out of material if you're just like, I don't know, if you're not thinking that it's material, you're just like acting.
Yeah.
Right, not acting. You're just like you're reacting. You're just like you're reacting to life. That's all you really have to do.
Yeah. It's like you have only like 10 things that you ever say to people, and then if you make a friend, you can only hang out with them like twice, and then it's like, well, I'm running out of things to say. I guess we're gonna have to not to make a new friend and tell them all these same things again.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, well that's all the stories that I've got. That's it. New friend time. Get a new one.
My mom always tells me the same stories over and over. I think people do that. They're like, have I told you this story? And I say,
I have a few friends that tell me the same story in the same night. It happens.
It happens if it's a recent story. Or they change. They'll tell you the same story, and then it'll be a little bit different. And be like, didn't you just tell me that story? Like, not the same way.
Oh yeah, I definitely ran into somebody on the street on my bike, like someone who I didn't know, but they like said like, "Wow, nice bike," and then they proceeded to tell me like a really long-winded story about a time when they were a kid and they had like a near-death experience, almost dying on a bike. And then they like told it in the full loop and then came back to the beginning where they were talking about it again. And then the like details became different.
Yeah.
Like the first time he like goes off a jump and then like gets hurt and then like stumbles to some stranger's house and falls onto their couch and like wakes up in the hospital. And then the next time he told me it was like his father. He was like with his father, and his father said, "Oh no, you're fine. There's no problem." And then he like looked at him again like half an hour later. He's like, "We need to take you to the hospital." But it was like still the same story, and he had mixed them around.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
That's a big change.
At a certain point, I kind of think, yeah, it's a big change. At a certain point, I didn't think it was ever going to stop, so I like kind of like politely excused myself from the conversation.
Oh yeah.
But
that guy should come on the program. That's what we need, is like people who tell stories in loops, but every time they come back around, it's a new story.
That's a good idea. Yeah. Well, I'll next time I will be while I politely excuse myself, I will give them the phone number, I suppose.
Or those, yeah. I was sitting at the bus stop today, and there was this guy who was just like, yelling at nothing. And
he was doing what now?
He was yelling at nothing.
Oh yeah.
And it almost seems like he's talking to somebody, but he wasn't. There was nobody there to talk to. And maybe they should come on the program, except for I think that they might be dangerous.
Yeah, I don't know. I think most people are more frightening than dangerous, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
But you never know. I guess there are a lot. I think the people who are really dangerous are the ones who don't scare you at all, probably.
Yeah, yeah. The sneaky ones. So I'm going to be like, hey, you want to come on this TV show? And he's like, just like, yelling about whatever on the, hey, I want to invite you somewhere. And he's like, why are you talking to me? And he's, can I have a...
Why are you talking to me? Yeah. I'm crazy.
Yeah, I'm a crazy person. Hey, what are you saying? You should get on this mic. Maybe I've also had like thoughts of like getting one of those like flip cams or something, or like the GoPro or something, talking to people on the street. And I could talk to that guy. And be like, hey, what are you saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, something. Like. Oh, and then we can get them. That's a way to book people too. I don't know. I think people want to come to the show, but they don't want to invite themselves.
No, and the people you want on the show are maybe not the people who would want to invite themselves, even.
Yeah.
I would hazard to say.
Yeah, no, I gotta be like, you should come do this thing, and then I actively get them to come on. And carry around like a calendar, or get the calendar. It's like a digital calendar, and be like, this is the day that you're coming here. Hi, I'm gonna get you on this show. Strangers or something. Like street people, yeah. Make it an event, and then try to fill up that calendar again. Maybe I should go back. I don't remember how I did it before, but I did somehow. I got people. I think maybe the people who were gonna be here, who were around, have been exhausted, and then they got.
They've used up their energy for the program.
Yeah. Well, probably it takes a lot of like their. Well, maybe they came on, a couple times, and that's what they wanted to do. They didn't want to come on all the time, and maybe the people who are around, it's like the layer, the easy layer of people, we've got them, and now we have to try to dig.
Right.
We have to dig in a little bit or something.
I think you might be right about that.
We're gonna dig into the.
The people who were easy and did a few episodes. They're done, and now there are some that stuck around,
Oh, yeah.
Carl stuck around for a long time. We got, Dan's still around, Mr. Ginsu.
Oh, yeah, no, we have no more, all the weekly things. But then again, that's how I kind of was thinking that we made the turn, and we cut everything out, and now we're doing that. And now I, have this urge to refill after cutting, and maybe that's not the urge. And maybe this is what we're doing right now. This is basically next to the little least.
I feel like if you're gonna do anything regular, it's got to be on the week, because monthly, that's never gonna work. I'm just gonna say it. It's not gonna work. That's too long for people to remember, in my opinion.
Oh yeah. What if we get
like bi-weekly? Remember when it was like bi-weekly with John or something? But then it's like it's so hard to be that consistent on like such a strange interval.
Bi-weekly with John. What if we get bands once a week?
Man, what the heck is like? Yeah, time is weird. It's funny how 7. I wonder if we had like a 10-day week, if somehow we would feel, I don't know, different.
Or make our own weeks, and then make other people follow them.
I mean, I don't know if I'm saying we should do it with the program. I'm just kind of wondering if like, if instead of 7 days a week, we'd found some sort of way to get multiples of 10, or maybe like, what if it was like a 6-day week or 5? 5 actually is a pretty good solid number. It's the amount of fingers we have in our hands.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems like 7 is interesting, and like to me, I can't like think like every other week very easily, but I can think of like doing something once a week. That's very easy to remember, but I think maybe it's just like this imaginary division of time that we're like sticking to because we've been trained our brains to think that way almost.
Oh yeah, to get the people on there. But then I've got to scheduling people. Maybe it's easier every other moment of the time. It's easier to not schedule people because then I'm like worried about it. So it's like when I'm not doing the program, I'm like so happy that I'm not having people on because then I don't have to call them and meet them and I can just show up and my day is open. And
oh yeah, that's true.
And then when I get here, it's like, oh, this is something that I'm doing now, but there's nobody here. But that's okay because then I don't have to schedule them. Like right now, it's kind of nighttime. It's like not the best time to be doing this, but it's like when I felt like it. So it's easier now.
Oh right.
And then I'm just like doing things, and sometimes I have the thought, I'm like, what am I gonna do? But I guess I've always done it, so maybe it's just going fine. But I want to make sure that people know that they're invited. Because now that there's no phone number, it seems like, oh, he just wants to talk by, like, I just want to talk by myself. Now I'm talking like, what number of person is that? Like the 4th person? He just wants to do that. I'm like imagining somebody else talking about me. Oh, bye, Freddie. There he goes. I don't know what happened. Let's record the message to the future. Talking in the 4th person. He's imagining them talking about something. All right. Well, we looked at that one. Let's. Okay. Yeah. Gonna cue the tape, even though we don't probably need to cue it, but I'm cueing it every day anyway. Anyway, anybody can come on the program. Just call that number or find me or Freddie on the streets. And we can get you on the schedule. All right, down here. Here we go. Hey, future. It's us, the past. What's it like in the past? Today is this day, Saturday, the 17th. And I'm alive. Are you alive? I hope you are. What's it like in the future? Do you have flying cars? Do your bones work? Are they flippity-floppity? Do you have people there? Are you? Bye. All right, now we're gonna take a look at a couple of them from the past. Let's look at a week. Let's look at this last week. Today is Saturday, so we'll look. Oh, laughing. Today we'll look at the We'll look at all the way into last Saturday. So that's today. And then before today is Friday. How long have I been wearing this particular hat? Friday, and then Thursday. And then Wednesday. There's nobody here. Okay, this is Tuesday. And then Monday. All right, look at that. It's working. And then Sunday. And then the next one's going to be Saturday, and that's the one we're going to be looking at. This one. So we'll watch this one, and then we'll watch these 7 days since this one. Oh, yeah, Friday. That was yesterday for early.
I do.
Oh, I want to hear that one, though. That was the pizza. That was a good one, actually. So, pizza? Hello, Dan. It's the future. Pizza? Are you talking about pizza? No, the future, Dan. I'm talking about the future. Pizza? Future? You want to say anything to the future, Dan?
What?
Can you say something to the future?
Pizza?
Yeah, say something to the future. Pizza?
Pizza?
Bye. Bye. It's no, future, Dan. Future. Like time.
I do.
Hey, future.
Hello, future.
It's us, the past. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
What are you?
You're doing really well in the future. You have 5 children. You're married to a very lovely Japanese woman.
Cultural appropriation.
She cooks your favorite meals every day, and you have a trampoline in your backyard.
Yeah. Japanese. I'm Japanese, yellow fella. You gonna find somebody in there?
Oh, you are Japanese?
Yeah, cultural appropriation. Okay, bye.
Bye, future.
Hey, future. It's us, the past. Say hi to the future, John.
What?
Say hi to the future.
Oh, you know, I'm going to be this coming Wednesday.
Well, where?
Over at South Sun because it's Flag Day.
Bye. Bye. Hey, future. Hi, past.
Hi, future. It's us, the past. We're coming at you from June 12th, 2017. What's it like in the future?
It's amazing. Monday, I got Chinese food.
Yeah, we're talking about the production end disconnect. Maybe the new way of doing things is making it easier to not. At least for me, the producer, I am feeling like maybe I am not as in it as I was before. You know.
How are your bones?
Take your vitamins.
Bye.
Don't forget to drink water. Drink some water right now.
Some water. I drank a can just now of water.
Today?
What are you gonna say?
Future. What are you gonna say to us today?
This.
What's the future like?
It's great. It's
Do you
amazing.
still have all the products that you liked? That I like?
I think I ate all those jalapeno Cheetos.
Hopefully you do. Do they still have jalapeno Cheetos?
I ate them all.
I'm afraid that those are going to go away.
Have you seen some change that you regret? Do you wish that it was like it was now?
Yeah, there's a few things.
I do.
I wish I would have kept those jalapeno Cheetos.
Or future.
I ate them all.
Bye.
Bye. On Wednesday when you were trying to watch all the episodes and then you tried to make it go by really fast, so maybe they will. Bye. Bye. Wednesday. They went by Wednesday, Thursday. Future, it's us, the past. I passed. Remember when you had a burrito? Oh, that was nice. I wish I had that.
If you don't have any food,
I had it for 2 days when I was eating that one.
Not to put it in your face.
Oh, yeah.
I should say something nice after talking about that.
You kind of are putting it in my face right now. I want the burrito.
Bye.
Bye. I want that burrito right now. Kind of rude. Say hi to the future.
Hi to the future. Stop smoking drugs.
You have anything to say to the future?
Great for better. I wish things were better.
Yeah.
Thanks. Bye, future. Okay.
Thank you for that. It's hard sometimes. What's it like in the past? It's amazing.
Today is this day, Saturday.
Saturday. Oh, today.
And I'm alive. Are you alive?
I am alive.
What's it like in the future? Do you have flying cars?
No.
Do your bones work?
No, they're flippity floppity. That's right.
You know. Do you have people there? Are you? Bye.
Bye. Okay. Here, let's try to call John Webster now. I'm gonna see how the if we're on TV. John will tell us, and he's awake at nighttime. Here goes John Webster.
Ring-a-ding-ding, John. John Webster. Hello, John. Are you there? John, it's me. The program.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 36045.
All right. Well, John, where are you? Let's look at Vietnam a little bit, too. It's the end of the show. We only have a few minutes left. Well, about 7. Guess that's like a whole 10th of the show. Mr. Catherine in Vietnam.
Float. All the little boats that the kids come to school in. This is really unbelievable. Fishing boats, palm leaf huts. Community that involves a great deal of number of children. Poor guy can't do. This guy's headed out. I don't know where he's going with his bamboo curtains, but he's getting cold. Looking towards the lake is just a multitude of
what?
Shacks that these people live in.
A multitude of shacks. It's just a multitude. Of what? Of shacks. Look at what this guy.
They're all. These are all
houseboats, living on the water. Oh, that's where they live? In a boat?
Huge floating village.
Hard to sleep on a boat, isn't it?
Of some kind.
Is it hard to sleep on a boat?
This is unbelievable.
Believe it. Alida.
Vietnamese boat. I guess our tour on the lake is through the floating village.
Oh. Is that it? Oh, it's the end of the tape. He actually filled out the whole tape. Is that what happened? Wow. Well, I'm gonna take a look. I wonder if there's more of this tape. No, it's actually the end of the entire tape. Wow. Mr. Catherine, how many tapes did we watch of yours? Oh, I guess we're gonna have to go to the next one now. Yeah, whoa, Africa from 2005? Mr. Catherine's a traveler. I don't know if there's more. Vietnam, there's China. Oh, there's so many. There's, well, this one says eclipse. What? There's a lot of these tapes. I gotta start like putting these in like a have already seen pile and a not seen yet pile. I want to look at this one that eclipsed it. I feel like there's more. There might be even more Vietnam stuff. China. There's Africa, China. Budapest. Eclipse. Antarctica. Really? Mr. Catherine. All right, this I got. We're gonna look at Antarctica next. Well, this one is... Oh, For Your Eyes Only. I think that might be James Bond. I was like, For Your Eyes Only? What is this tape about? I mean, maybe all these tapes are for your eyes only, though. Alright. I need some better system. But this Eclipse tape is not rewounded. We're in the middle of it, but let's just take a look at where we're at now, and then we'll rewind it afterwards. After we see what it is a little bit.
A winner on October 27th.
Oh, this is like television.
Majority rule. And remember, vote for the... that was not something that I own. But I guess I'm gonna rewind. I'm gonna rewind to the beginning of this tape and then see what it is. Oh, like this. Oh, there. Now we can see when it stopped from winding. I think this is gonna work. You can hear it rewinding right now. I don't know if it's gonna be rewinded, though. We only have a few minutes left. Thanks, Freddie. Thanks for talking to us today. Thank you, Mr. Ginsu and Dan Dobler, for leaving those messages. Sorry it's too late to call you back. Big thanks to Mr. Catherine for this tape box, and really thanks for, you didn't even giving us more than you even know. If you're even a live person, I don't know if Mr. Catherine's still alive. Yeah, I mean, how old does he sound? Hey, it worked. Do you see that? Stop. It says stop. Alright, let's see what's on this one.
This is before.
Uh-oh.
Oh. I don't know how this is about 9:25, roughly 25 minutes later than before. I don't know if you can see the difference. I'll try and get it in because the moon's so bright.
Oh, this is the eclipse.
Yeah, I
for
figured
2000.
it out. There you go. It blossoms. And you can't get it, but that should show you. Hopefully it won't fade out on me now.
It's the eclipse. Well, more of this later, of this eclipse video. This is an exciting one. Alright, thanks. Let's see. Oh, no, like this one. Thanks for watching, everybody. Saturday, the 17th, 2464. We're on every night on TCTV channel 22 at 11:30 and 2 a.m. Check it out. Online also. 360-836-4384. Call and leave a message. Get on TV. YDHWM 109 State Avenue, number 3, Olympia, Washington, 9501. Check it out. Thanks, Kathy Yerba. Graham, it's a good song. Thank you. TCTV. Little Baby, Jordy E. Fabulous, Graham, Supplemental.com, Tom Webster, Thurston County, Washington State, USA. Thank you. Viewers, that's you, you're watching. Thank you. Hell yeah, dog. Bye.